Good morning and welcome to Digging the Coast 365. I'm not alone, I'm out with John as promised. Look how he's dressed, he's ready for it. Look, he told me to wear my wellies. He told me to wear my wellies and I haven't got any wellies, so I've just put my boots on. Right, a bit of tour guide looking at things and metal detecting today. I have no idea what we're doing, to be honest, but the first place John has brought me is this place. It's a workhouse, a very, very old workhouse. You can't get in, that's the problem. I'd love to get in there and look in all the rooms, but John's going to tell you all about when it was built.
1838.
1838.
A cost of £6,050.
And
built to house 400 people.
For people who don't know, what is a workhouse?
A poorhouse.
A poorhouse. It's, you know, if you're not rich...
Charles Dickens.
Oliver Twist.
Not particularly nice, but it's a lovely building all the same.
I think basically if you couldn't afford to live, you got sent here as they'd feed you if you worked for them or something. I don't know. I wasn't born then. I'm quite young at 27. But yeah, it's a really interesting building, but it's all sealed off. They've even concreted the windows up there. And I'd love to get in there and have a look round. You know these urban, what do they call them? Urban explorers. I'd love to get into a bit of that. So that's the workhouse. We just thought we'd show you that quickly because this is where John lives. He just lives round the corner. What is this place called again?
Madron.
Mad Ron.
Mad Ron.
Mad Ron. It's called Mad Ron. That's how it's spelt anyway. Right, I just want to do the charity thing before I forget. These are the people who's donated since the last video. We've got Abby and Casey, $20. Anonymous, $6.10. Paul Lister, £15. Brian Pearson, $50. Clockman Dan and Meme, $100. Sorry you lost your grandchild. Tracy, $20. Tracy, $10. And hello to 7-year-old William Lister, who is going to, because I mentioned him, he's going to donate £5 of his Christmas money. So make sure you do that, William. Your dad, Paul, will be checking that out. So in total, we have now raised £25,174. Fantastic, well done. Keep them donations coming in by going into the description and clicking on diggingthecoast.com. Somebody pointed out last night that they couldn't get onto the donation page to see who has donated. There's something wrong with the link on my website. You can still donate, but you can't see who's donated. If you just go to justgiving.com and look up Digging the Coast or Deep Digger Dan, you'll find it and you can look at who's donated. But I'm telling you anyway. Right, we're moving on. Where are we going now?
Right, we're going to go nip up the road.
We're nipping up the road.
Madron Wishing Well.
Oh, a wishing well, a wishing well. I'll have to take a coin with me. It's a 6th century. That is old. That's like...
That is old.
1,500 years old. But it's not a wishing well, they just call it that. Mad Ron, you see, that's what you get for living in a place called Mad Ron. So we're coming up to it now and there's a lot of pagan activity here. And this really freaks John out, he's scared of coming here. I love it. Look at this. Look at this tree, it's full of boars and pagan stuff and... Wow. Oh, we've even got Christmas decorations. How cool. I want to know, oh, there must be some history on this. So John's found a surface find in mid-air. Look at that, 50 pence. 50 pence. 50 pence. I'm going to leave it though, I'm going to leave it. Look, you've got heads hanging. Barbie's head. There's a shark over there. You've got a pumpkin over here. There is literally something of everything. And some of the work... What does that say? In a container underground. You know, you just want to dig there, don't you? And then there's a little star here. A lot of work's gone into that. You see the little button and the beading work. This is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Pagans. I want to be one. I want to be one. So they come here because they think this is where this famous well is. Now, the well is actually over there somewhere. But people think this is where the well is because this tree's here full of weird stuff. What's that? Oh, a little bell there. They come here because they think this is where it is, and they all throw coins in here and all sorts. If you got a pinpointer in here, it'd be full of coins. Apparently the locals come and clear it out every now and again. But if you look closely, as John's just pointed out, this isn't the actual well, this is a sewer. So people are coming up here on a regular basis, giving little offerings, throwing the money into a sewer. That's English people for you.
Water is obviously needed for life, and to them it is something sacred.
Did you hear that?
Etc.
Water is needed for life. You don't need alcohol.
True.
Oh, you should have seen me wee this morning. Illuminous orange. I was drinking carrot juice all night.
No.
So here we are. What is it, a 5th century?
6th century.
6th century. So that'd make it Celtic.
Or Celtic, yeah.
Celtic, sorry. Not Saxon in them days.
Not down here much. No.
Ah, okay. So this was Celtic, not Saxon.
Well, Romano-British.
Romano-British.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this, look at this. It's like a proper little chapel. This is where they'd lay babies and slaughter them. Look, you've got all your pews. This is the font.
Much in there today.
Yeah, there's not much in there at all, really. Wow, what a place. Reserved for Dad pillow. That's not 1500 years old. No way. They didn't spell Dad like that in them days. You know, some people bring some sparkly glitter and leave it on the font. Why? What's going on? I don't understand how some people think. So this is perfect, in perfect condition for its age. It wouldn't hold many people, as John's just pointed out. And the only thing missing is a roof. Yeah, if this had a roof, I'd scrape my head on it unless it went up. It'll have gone up, won't it? Yeah, like that. Go on, do that again. Just demonstrate. Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Good man.
Not like that.
No,
Mind you,
not
they
like
were a
what,
lot
sorry?
Not like that. I think they were a lot shorter back in those days, but still, I think you would. Oh, hang on a minute, 5 foot. I don't know how tall they
Yeah,
were.
you wouldn't.
Just don't know,
It
do
wouldn't
you?
work. So just to tell everyone again, it's like what? The roof would have been like what?
Like that. Like a modern roof.
Like that, and not like
that.
that. Okay, thanks for clearing that up, John. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So there's another saint in England, another saint in our past. He was the Saint of Cornwall. He was called Saint Piran. Now, he was a very, very special saint, was Saint Piran, because, oh, sorry, I'm just going through mud past the wishing well tree. Because apparently he came over, he floated over from Ireland to Cornwall on a millstone. Have you ever seen a millstone? Here's a picture. Now, every millstone I've ever seen is made out of stone and weighs an absolute ton, and you can't lift it up. That's rubbish.
It's got to be true.
It's rubbish, honestly. Cornish people, who'd believe that? St. Piran's also well known for something else. The way he died, the poor soul. Apparently he died when he was about 350 years old. He got so drunk one day in the pub. He was walking home and he fell down a big hole and died. Aged about 350 years old.
Very saintly.
Very saintly. What a load of rubbish! So that's the 6th century thingamabob place with the wishing well. We're now going to Lanyon Kite.
Yep.
Lanyon Kite. Can't wait for this one. What's Lanyon Kite?
It's a burial chamber.
A burial chamber. Fantastic. He had a strange name, didn't he? Lanyon. Never heard of anyone called Lanyon. And this is my ride for the day. Look at this. Look at this.
3-wheel drive.
3-wheel
Turbo.
drive. Well, it's because it's got 3 wheels. Well, it's not going to be any different, is it? Look at this. John's built this from scratch pretty much, hasn't you?
Just need some paint.
Just need some paint.
New engine. New
A 4th wheel. Are you happy now? Have you?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it. That'll do.
Okay.
Yep.
Now we're at somewhere called Lanyon Kite. It's a kite called Lanyon, and it's at Lanyon.
Lanyon
And
Farm.
it's a kite. I don't know anything about it. I don't know.
It's an ancient family, basically.
It's an ancient family called Lanyon, and it's a burial chamber type thing. Now, if you look at the burial chamber, it's a lovely shape. You know, I do like. It looks like, I don't know. It's like a big toadstool, but with three legs.
Giant's three-legged picnic table.
Giant's three-legged picnic table. Honestly, I'm meeting some right nutters on this trip. Now this is, I don't know, between 2,000 and 4,000 years old. No idea, no idea. But in 1815, the wind apparently blew this over. How the wind is going to blow this over, I have no idea. It must have been one hell of a storm, John.
Yeah, it was excavated because originally it would have been under a mound.
It would have been, oh yeah, it would have been under a mound.
Yeah, so obviously it had been excavated. It might have been just, you know, kicked just loose, and the storm must have just finished it off and it keeled over. But in 1824...
Hey, hang on, don't, hey, trying to take all my story away. How are we going to say it next bit? He's just going on. I'm the presenter. In 1824, they put the top back on again.
Now, before the storm, it is said...
Before the storm,
a horse and rider could ride underneath the kite.
A horse and rider could ride underneath the kite. Now, I'm banging my head on here, John. Something doesn't sound right. Was it a pony?
It would have been a lot taller. I think the stones are basically, they're probably cracked in half.
They've probably just sunk over time. They might have just sunk. The stones have sunk, which is why a rider can't get there anymore. I know that, because I'm a professional. Something else I want to show you while we're here. Oh, well, I can't really, but in the cracks here, John in the past has found like old pennies. We're talking old pennies.
I left them there, mind. Didn't take them.
Oh, yeah, he left them there. They're not there now, so somebody took them.
Had them.
You know, don't want to point the finger or anything, John, but you're number one suspect. And we've got one here, but it's just a modern 2p, but battered. Why they do that, I don't know. It's just giving an offering to someone who's under there and is dead.
Farmland around it. Hence it was called Lanyon Kite, because it was on their land.
Can you understand a word he's saying? Because I haven't got a clue. Another little story. John has metal detecting permission way over yonder somewhere. And he was doing some metal detecting and he found lots of bullet cases and shells and weird stuff and parts of engine and stuff. And anyway, he was talking to another farmer. They didn't know where it came from. Spoke to a local farmer and he says, well, I can tell you exactly where they came from. That's my Cornish attempt. He says, a plane came down. It came back from a bombing mission. Apparently it did like a victory roll as it came over. Lost control. And then he was starting to come down, so they think he probably just threw all this stuff out of the plane to try and make it lighter to stay up in the air. Didn't work. He bailed out over there and died. So pointless bailing out, really. And his plane came down over here.
That way, over that way.
His plane came down over that way. And that's a little mining. You can't see it from there, can you? That's a little tin mining thing. What do they call them? Factories. Mine.
It's a mine.
A tin mine, that's it.
Cornish mine.
A bit more history for you. What we're doing next? Come on, the day's still young.
We're going now to Men and Toll.
Men and Toll. So now we're going to Men and Toll. If you're a woman, you can't watch this bit. It's for men only. Just, you know, go do the washing up and come back after Men in Toll, on Toll. And Toll.
If you'd like to donate to Rays of Sunshine, simply click the link in the description below and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.